What is up, my tubers? We're back for some more drafting here on Magic Online. Got some more of the regular Vintage Cube on Magic Online. This is not the team event. So thanks for watching. Hit that like and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to check out cardkingdom.com/Numot for all of your Magic card needs. This is one of the worst packs I've ever seen for a pick one, pack one in Vintage Cube. There's just not a lot of good stuff here. In fact, I mean, I'm throwing out a random number, but you probably don't have any of like the top 50 cards in the cube in this pack. I mean, I'm a sucker for draw sevens, so I guess I'll take Wheel of Fortune. But what are the realistic first picks here? Mystic? Duretti? This pack is just really bad. I'm going to take the draw seven, and maybe we can do some fun combo stuff. Okay. All right. We went from one of the worst packs I've ever seen to one of the better ones that doesn't have power. We have two power-adjacent cards here. One of them is Fourth Irelingus, the other one being Oko. Both of those are insane. Otherwise, you also have one of the best creatures in the format. That's Archon of Cruelty. You have a Volcanic Island. You have good old Lightning Bolt. Hex Drinker's fine. Power level has gone through the roof of this one. I'm going to take the Fourth Irelingus. So, this is a card that I think a lot of people are sleeping on because it's a new include. And it doesn't look that good at first, but it is that good. It is not a modal spell, but an X spell. So all along the curve, it's nice, especially if you're playing like against a control deck. You can just do this for one, turn on the Monarch immediately. Monarch is just such a stupid mechanic. Same thing with Initiative. I'm glad they don't have Initiative cards here, but Monarch is still insane. So we're going to go with the Fourth Irelingus over Oko, and that is, I think, correct. I think Fourth Irelingus is top 20 cards in the cube, top 15 could even be. I not even an exaggeration there. Like it is this good. You'll certainly take all the Power 9 save for Time Twister over it, yes, but there are not many things better than that. So, and this is a card in the Vintage Cube on Magic Online that still goes super late. Like I said, people undervalue it for right now, but once they play against it or play with it, they will realize. Anyways, I'm actually going to take the Talisman of Conviction here to follow up my first two picks. It's great with both the Wheel and the Fourth. Now, had I taken Archon, I would obviously take Animate Dead, as I am a big fan of that. But yeah, we can do some fun stuff here. Okay, another pretty solid pack. Lots of good choices. You've got a Stoneforge Mystic for the white stuff. You have a Marsh Flats for a good fetch. You have a Skull Clamp. I don't know. I don't rate Skull Clamp very highly. I know LSV does, and I'm sure a lot of people do, but in Vintage Cube, I don't think it's that good generally. It's like fine. Maybe if you have one of the good engines, like if you get the Retrofitter Foundry or something. Well, let me put it this way. The decks that I build, Skull Clamp's usually not good in them. Maybe that's a better way to put it. Obviously, Skull Clamp is an insane card, but not for the decks that I draft. Same thing with Stoneforge Mystic. It's another really good white card, but not really for the decks that I draft. So a lot of this is based on preference. I don't mind just taking the white fetch here. I would not be surprised if Skull Clamp came back. Stoneforge Mystic probably doesn't, but okay, some more good choices. I'm going to have a hard time passing this Sacred Foundry now that I just took the Marsh Flats. I mean, it just makes sense. A Braid is very good. Dark Ritual is very good. Recurring's good. Again, this is my least favorite of the Reanimate effects. This is more like a value Reanimate effect. I would rather just have the Reanimate Dead, which is cheaper to cast or whatever. All right, easy there. Ooh, into an Underworld Breach. Excuse me. You know what? I'm going to take the Breach here, and if we can get, like, Brain Freeze at any point during this draft, that will be good enough of a combo. Obviously, you want something like Lion's Eye Diamond or Black Lotus if you're fortunate enough to go along with it, but the upside of taking Breach early and then getting a freeze is good enough. Plus, this pack doesn't have all that much anyways. Well, there's the Foundry I was talking about for the Skull Clamp. Inferno Titan's been pretty good. Shield Breaker's always great. It's a pretty late Raphellos for green stuff. I passed a Tree Speaker too, didn't I? So a little bit of stuff going on there. I mean, what am I doing right now? I don't really have a necessary direction besides just being kind of red, but it's all over the place. You don't need to play this in an aggro deck, not at all. So wondering if I just take the Inferno Titan as a good 6-mana play, or if I just take the Foundry and say, hey, maybe I can do some stuff with Tolarian Academy, should we get that? Plus, we might wield the Skull Clamp. Could also just be that I'm supposed to start taking all these red and white poopers and then just go, like, Boros aggro, which is kind of sad. Like, just take Esper Sentinel here. I could also see being pushed into that direction. Like, Helm of Awakening for the Storm deck is super cool, but I think Esper Sentinel probably makes more sense. Yeah, I mean, I want to take the Talisman here, but Elspeth, Char, and Carry Zev are, like, fine now if we want to do stupid aggro. I will say this. My deck will probably be better if I take Carry Zev or Char here. But I'm going to take the Talisman because, well, my name is Kenji. What the heck? That Archon came back around too. That is nuts. Council's Judgment would be fantastic. Scrubland is great. That should not be there. Okay, so now we are doing something weird. This gets the Enlightened Tutor grabs Breach. That's definitely worth picking up. Okay. High Tide or Prowler. Man, Stoneforge wield? I did not expect Stoneforge to wheel out of this pack. But should I just take Prowler now for the Reanimate? I mean, I passed Animate Dead and Recurring Nightmare, so I guess I'm just going to take Stony. Provoker's okay. Light up a stage. Alright, weird pack one. Few different routes I could have gone. I decided to take the quote-unquote more fun route, and, well, we've ended up with a little bit of jank, but given that this is only pack one, we have lots of time, so let's see if pack two can help us out a bit. It gives us... Man, another pretty weak opening pack here. It's not as bad as our first pack opens, but it's still relatively weak. I'm looking at Wasteland. Steam Vents is okay. Chandra. I mean, gosh, just another really, really weak pack. Yikes. Well, right now, Stoneforge doesn't do anything. Same with Esper Sentinel. Like, I'm just playing white for 4th Irelingus and maybe Tutor, right? We have 2 Talismans, the Foundry, and the Breach for the Tutor, but I think the safest pick is just taking one of the lands, and I don't really feel like I'm that much of a Wasteland deck right now. If this was Strip Mine, it would be an easy pickup, but let's just take the land and see what happens. Echo of Aeons for some stormy nonsense. Petal. Goblin Welder for later artifacts. Sheldock Isles, always fantastic. I'm gonna, you know what, this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna take the Lotus Petal here. I'm gonna take cards that can lead to busted things, even though it doesn't really do that much right now, and hope that something comes together in the later packs. There's the Brain Freeze. Okay, so now with the freeze, I think I can lock in doing some combo. We're probably going to take cut the Foundry unless I pick up Academy. Archon's probably not going to make the deck. Somebody else is in Reanimator. See, anything else in my sideboard I've taken so far that we would want to run there? Nope. So Brain Freeze, easy pickup. We've got the Breach, we've got the Freeze. We are really looking for Specifically Lion's Eye Diamond, although if I open Black Lotus, that works just as well. Actually, that's not true. There are often times where Lotus is worse than Lion's Eye Diamond when you're trying to breach, because you can cast the breach, play the Lion's Eye, and then get all those cards in your graveyard, right? And start fueling. This looks like a Talisman of Indulgence here to me. Palace Jailer's insane. Good. Emery could be pretty good here as well, actually. Although that's a card that tends to wheel. So I'm wondering if I want to take like Brainstorm, Bitter Reunion, Talisman, or even Bergie. Bergie tends to wheel too. What's the highest upside one here? I guess the issue with taking Emery is that I don't necessarily need to be playing a lot of blue right now. We could just be splashing for freeze. I guess a safe play is just taking like a red Talisman. More artifacts, though I don't really have artifact synergy at the moment. But yeah, I'm going to wheel something out of this pack, so I guess the Talisman's fine. Black Cleave... No, Black Cleave doesn't do anything. We can take Factor Fiction, Interaction in the form of Mortars. This is a nice one with Breach. It's a big card draw effect with the rest of the cards going to the graveyard, so I guess I'll take that. Ooh, it's a late sneak attack. Kolagon's Command, or we have a black, red, green fixer, so that doesn't actually do anything for us, does it? We can go multiple combo. I have the Archon, so taking sneak attack is fine, actually. Jeez. Ulamog now for the sneak attack? This is where Inspiring Vantage is actually really nice, though. I love a good Zuran Orb, but I think it's a little bit too late to take it. I would need to get Balance by itself for Zuran Orb to be good, or find Crucible and Fast Bond. I mean, this is actually kind of okay with Underworld Breach, because you can sack a bunch of lands to turn on the discard, but I guess I should just take the Ulamog now that I have the sneak. Sundering Titan. We probably don't want that in our deck. We are going to be playing a bunch of colors. Splash, Vindicate. I have 2 black Talismans, or we can take the Winds of Abandon, which is probably safer. This might not be the easiest to cast Daze, but Blightsteel is good with sneak attack, kind of. If they have any 2-power blocker, 2 toughness blocker, I should say, it just stops it by itself, though. I'll take it in case we pick up Tinker, but unlikely to play that. Maybe we end up running Mind Collapse. A little bit short on playables right now, but not too far away. I need some more card draw effects. Getting a black tutor would be good. We build the Bitter Reunion here. That's fine. Need some more fixing as well. All right, let's get the Black Lotus. That way I don't have to worry about it. That is no Black Lotus. It's a good pack. Another power adjacent card. Minsk and Boo. I think 4th Arlingus and Minsk and Boo are pretty similar power levels. I did pick up a green Talisman too. Just one though, right? Yeah. 2 different fetches. The Heath grabs the Foundry. Spire Bluff Canal. Opal doesn't look bad. Teferi's always fantastic. It's hard not to take Minsk and Boo. We should be able to wheel Opal as well, I would think. Yeah, the problem is, and it's going to be the same thing as the 4th Arlingus, They're just individually good cards, but they're not going to have any synergy in my deck. Like, I'm not pressuring the opponents early. This is so awkward. I'd rather take Teferi here than Minskin Boo, even though Minskin Boo is probably the right choice. All right. Well, I did it. Channel. Not for us. So what do we have? We have a Swords to Plowshares, Sensei's Divining Top, Probe. Not taking Reanimate. Yeah, this is just easy swords. It's like Swords to Plowshares and Solitude and Palace Jailer, top 3 mono white cards. Something like that. Plateau now is good. Another red-white fixer. Could take the Ashen Rider for sneak attack. Ooh, the Reanimate player is going to get a Spicy Entomb. Yeah, not getting everything that we need, but... Gosh, it's almost considering taking the Preordain here just to keep setting up our draws since our deck doesn't have as much... In fact, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to take the Preordain, and Plateau might wheel. I just need setup cards. We're comboing, but we don't have the card draw I'm looking for. Yeah, see, no card draw here again. There's Solitude, but don't even have that many white cards. Desperate Ritual's not doing much. One of the best green cards in the format. I mean, what am I going to take Oust here? I might. Without having access to more than, what, 4 other white cards, I feel like the Oust is just going to be a safer choice. Plus it's single white instead of double. Oof. That's brutal. Yikes. Man, we are just not getting what we need in pack 3 here. Badlands doesn't do much, right? I guess Badlands lets Marsh Flats find a second red source, but that's not super relevant. Mindslaver is good, it doesn't do anything. Seething Song is good, I mean... Yeah, this is a problem. What pick is this? This is pick 5, so 3 more chances at, like, Lion's Eye Diamond. Maybe another draw 7 if we can get lucky. No, not coming together. Metamorph is fine. Skydiver is always good. Pyro, I guess, for card draw? That's probably where we were sitting. Take the Pyro for card draw. And there's Hollowed Fountain, but... Oh no, this is pick 7. There's one more chance. Okay. Last chance at a Lion's Eye Diamond, please. Boop. Rogrin Triumph. I mean... Can't be upset about perfect Tri-land fixing. But can be upset that we are in a little bit of a rough spot. Oh man, Splinter Twin came back too. I just passed both Zealous Conscripts and Pestermite. Ah. Imperial Seal is so good too for a tutor effect. I have, what, 2 black talismans and a Lotus Petal? Through the Breach would be okay as well, but I think Sneak Attack with Enlightened Tutor for it's okay. The upside on the Imperial Seal is too big. Glory, potentially. Oh, had I taken the... Had I taken the Splinter Twin, we would have gotten there. Actually, you know what? Both Primus and Titan are solid and decent with Sneak Attack. Primus is really good here. Although I guess Frost Titan's just castable. Yeah, that's fine. Another tutor, but we're not taking that one. I mean, I have enough playables, and this deck can do some good stuff, but I think it's missing just a little bit of oomph. And Spellbinder's super good too. Don't know if we're gonna end up splashing that one. Jeez! I don't even know. Oh, that's a good pickup for Sneak. I don't even know if that would have been good. Had I taken Twin, we would have wheeled both Pestermite and the Conscripts. Because I don't have that much card selection, but I have enough. And the Tutor would have grabbed Splinter Twin, too. That's funny. I guess maybe I should be running the Winds of Abandon. So we don't have Lion's Eye Diamond, but I do have Seething Song. So Underworld Breach, Brain Freeze, and Seething Song can kind of go off. The issue is I will need to maintain a different blue source so that I can Brain Freeze after the fact. Yeah, I don't think this deck is bad. I think this has some definite play to it. Could it be better? Yeah, sure. But it's not bad. All right, I get to add one more card here if I want. Spellbinder could just be the Winds of Abandon. It's a decent one. Could be Desperate Ritual. I'm going to run 16 land with Lotus Petal, I think. Yeah, I could add one more big creature for sneak attack. Right now it's just Archon and Ulamog. We have Blightsteel and Atarka that we could do. Not too bad. What's it gonna be? Winds of Abandon? I guess that's fine. All right, let's figure out our mana base here. Pretty even split between all the three Jeskai colors. Then we have 4 talismans. So 3 red, 1 white, 2 white rather. 3 red, 2 white, no blue. No blue talisman, unfortunate. But we don't actually need all that many blue sources. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would be 7 blue minus the, not even counting the petal. That's pretty good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 red without counting the talismans, which would be quite a few more. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 white, not counting talismans. So it's more like 10 white, 11 red, 7 or 8 blue. It seems actually pretty good. Oh, I even get 1 more land too, don't I? I guess we'll just go up on blue 1 more. Maybe that's probably too much blue. Let's add 1 more mountain actually. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, looks spicy. We'll see how it plays out. If we draw well, I think this deck could do very well. We'll probably get some weird draws that aren't great, but let's go to round 1 and see how it goes. Let's go off to round 1 here of this vintage cube draft with our weird little combo deck of sorts. 1 lander, huh? Tutor can grab like Petal. I mean, if I had Soul Ring or something in my deck, I would keep this hand, but I'm gonna have to pitch that down to 6. Okay, there's the Brain Freeze and the Breach, so just need to find some fast mana here. Let's pitch the Titan. Obviously, I don't have blue yet, but what I can do is once we do find blue, set up for like a baby freeze on ourself or whatever to kind of set up the breach. Oh my gosh, you know what? I totally just realized. because I have Ulamog in my deck, we can actually wreck ourselves trying to brain freeze ourselves to get the combo going. I need to rethink my deck build. Yeah, I need to rethink my deck build after this. Yeah, that's a big mistake. Hope we find a blue source relatively soon. I don't think I'm supposed to just run that out into open mana. And I don't even have something to sneak attack in anyways. So even if they didn't have a counter, they could just have a way to blow up an enchantment. So should I just run a Tarka in place of the... Run a Tarka in place of the Ulamog, I guess? Tap out for Golos, okay. Now would be a good turn to draw an island or Ulamog. Well, actually, I guess I'll run it out now. Because that's better if we draw like our Wheel of Fortune. Pretty awkward though. I do like the fact that they didn't grab like a useful land with Golos. There was no Saga, there was no Academy, no Strip Mine type stuff, so doesn't look like Golos is all that impressive. Though it could be that one of them is in their hand, although I figured they would have played that by now too, right? They might not attack. They might think I'm trying to sneak them. Sneaky get them. Pass. Wow. I did add an extra island too. I think we're at 8 or 9 blue land, 8 blue lands plus like Petal. Oh, maybe I just lose here. This was a very weird draw. We're 11 cards into our deck without seeing one of our blue sources. Well, it looks like they're going to go for it. Kiki Jiki. They might have a counter, which is why they feel safe. All right, we'll just scoop it up. I'm not going to make them tap through it. Those would have been some good finds. Okay, awkward draw. But like I said, if this deck doesn't draw well, that's going to happen. You know what? I could put in the Blightsteel for sneak attack. Because the Blightsteel only shuffles itself. It doesn't shuffle your entire graveyard. Revoker for Kiki Jiki is like okay. It's pretty frail though. Oust out for a Tarka since Oust is sorcery speed. I think that was just a weird draw. I mean, found my blue sources. Another mulligan down to 6. Jeez Louise. Okay. I don't even want to use the fetch yet because we put the Frost Titan on the bottom of our library and we don't want to redraw that. Okay, well now I think that's probably worth doing. And if they have a random burn spell, so be it. Because if I turn on the Monarch this turn, it's just so good. you know, sometimes it kind of feels unlucky, but what can you do? Lelia, ooh, that's kind of scary. I guess even if I had done the fourth, they would have Lelia and taken it back, but then I get to Winds of Abandon and taking it back again. Unlucky, unlucky. Don't love ramping them, but you can't let a Lelia just sit there. It's going to kill me in a couple turns. Golos again, maybe? Yep. Excuse me. Come on. Oh, this first round has been extremely unlucky. No blue source in infinite draws game 1. A lightning bolt for my 4th game 2. I mean, yeah. Just a bit of a feels bad. Probably gonna draw Talisman instead of land. Woohoo! Oh boy. Just smile and wave, friends. Just smile and wave. They can just bounce the Talisman now with the fairy. Oh, this is painful. So much pain. Pestermite a land. Sure. Saw that coming. Drew the 4th untapped land when they tap it down. Alright. Probably dead here. If they're running out Pestermite... Well, actually, Pestermite does just make it a 2-turn clock as well, but... I mean, I'm at 3 on board, so... They've got Fairy, so if they have the combo piece, then they know they're free. Guess I need to hit Swords here, and then Swords the Golos and be at 1 on board, and that's assuming they have nothing in hand. Ay, ay, ay. Hope they give me Enlightened Tutor with Swords. That might be like our 1 out. Oh, wait, no, that doesn't even work, because if they hit me down to 1, I won't be able to sneak attack since Talisman requires a life. Oh! Okay. No, no, I didn't. Oh, I meant to cast swords, not Enlightened Tutor. It probably didn't matter. Again, I couldn't use the sneak attack anyways, right? If I Enlightened Tutor for sneak attack, they hit me down to 1. I can play it but not activate it, so probably didn't matter. It's just funny. Wow, what an unfortunate round. I think we just drew, like, the low end of variance there. Let's cut the Ulamog. We'll bring in the Blightsteel, but I think that was a low roll. Let's just high roll the next couple of matches. All right, on to round 2 after that very, very unfortunate round 1. Oh yeah, that looks like a pretty solid hand. Okay. We can do things. We've got all of the colors. Actually, we have all three of our on-color shocks. That's pretty cute. We'll lead with Steam Vents, then play Plains. I might shock myself. All right, we're going to play against maybe a white aggro deck if they have a turn 1 Mom. Okay, now I don't need to shock myself, and we can still discard Plains. Not bad. Oh, green-white. Adanto Vanguard. I'm not going to daze that, since Pyromancer is going to probably give us at least 1/1 next turn. I think I'm going to pitch the Song and the Talisman here. Get 2 tokens, seems good. That'll buy us a lot of time on the ground, unless they want to start giving protection to just get in for 3 damage, but that seems a little bit loose when I'm playing red. That's fine. So I'm guessing I'm going to swap out the Blightsteel Colossus for a Tarka in this particular matchup, because they're just going to have enough creatures to block. So we go land, pass, hold up Foth, and daze. They can sack their clue end of turn. Yeah, I feel great about our spot. They play like a Hero of Bladehold here, or Sigarda. Can this be countered? This can. We're going to Foth in response, and then daze it. Ooh, Winds of Abandon Overload. It's kind of sick versus them. Winds of Abandon also doesn't say target once you overload it. It says each. Not that it matters, because I'm going to counter the Sigarda still anyways, but... Oh, how generous of them to give me double spell. Would you like to pay the 1? That's pretty good too. Hmm. I guess what I'm going to do here is just replay the island to Fairy Uptick. And then I can preordain on their turn. Or tutor if we deem that correct. That's fine. Love seeing that. We're pretty close to grabbing our Underworld Breach with Tutor as well. Okay, they are going to go aggro. So they're going to give the Vanguard Pro Red and swing into Mr. Fairy. I don't mind that at all. Three mana pass. Okay, well... I'm thinking here, is there ever a chance, like, because I have Winds of Abandon, we can definitely get them like this. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bottom the Colossus and top the Sneak, because I can just Enlighten Tutor for the Colossus as well, but I'd rather find a different card first. Like, I don't want the Colossus in my hand. Wow, that was a nice one. Gotta go for that value now. They sacrifice the wall. Discard. Planes. Lose 3 life. Now do it all again. Beautiful. Man, Archon is so good. Drawing the Petal means I get to even Enlighten Tutor here if I want to. That's fine. You would like to kill the Teferi. 3 cards in hand. They're at 6 life. I have 4 power on board here. Excuse me. Sarah Paragon. Okay. So it's Enlighten Tutor on upkeep. What's the most for sure way to win this? Is it Breach? It'll be 12 cards in my graveyard. Seething, let's see, so I would grab Breach, play land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4. Breach. Breach would be 4 mana left over. Seething Song, 1, 2, 3. Petal. Seething Song, Petal, Teferi, Tutor. Do I have enough for that? Should be good enough. Breach. I can also sack the Bitter Reunion for an extra card in the graveyard if I really need to as well. Petal. It's a fairy. White. Tutor. Put Blightsteel on top. Draw the Blightsteel. Oh, am I going to be one card short? Oh, maybe I messed this up. I messed this up, didn't I? Could have probably just won with Winds of Abandon and whatnot. Ah, did I get too cute? Maybe I got too cute here. I can also bounce the Breach to my hand, actually. Okay, let's do that. Let's bounce the Breach back to hand. Since I made this huge punt off anyways. What am I doing? All right. Combo off. Go. Yeah, that's pretty funny. That is too cute. I mean, this still sets up the win, right? I get to end of turn, sneak attack, Blightsteel, and then overload the Winds of Abandon, so... That's too funny, though. Was there an easier way to win? There had to be. I probably could have just, like, breached, pedaled twice, and cast the Archon. They would have gone down to 3. No, I guess that wouldn't have been lethal, but... Oh, wait. Cast the Archon, bounce the Archon. Oh, that's... I probably had it that way, didn't I? Yeah. I probably could have done that. Nah, whatever. Nothing wrong with extra playtime. That is just too funny, though. I mean, the good news for us, OP is just on random red-white or green-white aggro, so they ain't doing anything over there. They know I have the Winds of Abandon in my hand, too. Exile each creature you don't control. Does not say target anymore for Mom. Alright. With perfect play, I managed to win the game, and I think everybody saw that. You saw nothing otherwise. We can probably bring in Glorybringer if we wanted to versus them, but kind of like just keeping the weird combo stuff going on. Let's go to game 2. Alright, let's go to the next game versus the green-white aggro deck. This is a really slow hand. I'm going to probably end up regret keeping it, but I'm not going to mulligan. Mulligans are so bad, too. Let's just find, what, a talisman off the top would be good? Turn 1 Mana Dork's not a lovely thing to see, unless they're going to attack with it. Yo, I like that. That's got to be a good sign for us, or at least they don't have anything to ramp up into. Well, that's still pretty bad, though. I lied. There's freeze. That accomplishes nothing here. Yeah, I'm guessing this is going to be one of those hands that I keep and that just gets rolled over. They're just going to go like 1 drop, 2 drop, random something on turn 3, and then I'm going to be like, yep, you got me. So a 4 mana play here, it looks like. Or multiple smaller plays, perhaps. Four mana legendary. There's the Sigarda, okay. I mean, I'm gonna need to probably draw Lotus Petal next turn, because at the current moment, I'm dead in 2 attacks, so yeah. That's the plan. Draw Lotus Petal, then be able to go sneak attack Archon. I gain 6, they sack 2 creatures. And that might be able to buy us enough time. Oh, sure. They couldn't use Halfling for Legendary because that's not a Legendary. Alright, so I go to 8. I'm going to go ahead and Brain Freeze myself here as well, as I think that gives us additional outs if I randomly mill. Some good stuff, and then draw Breach. Okay, milled a bunch of garbage. Petal? Winds of Abandon. That technically lets me live. I wins the Sigarda. They have 7 damage on board. So I need them to not attack with the Delighted Halfling, because if they do, then I can't use the fetch. This is so scuffed. There's just like no way. Oh, maybe this is Minskinbu or something? Yeah. Alright. Aren't many red cards you would want to splash for, so wasn't hard to think Minskinbu would be one of the few. Alright, I should probably bring in the Mind Collapse. I bet you, versus them, it's probably just better to cut the freeze and the breach and just bring in Collapse and Dragon. And go like some Jeskai sneaky control-y business. That's probably going to win more games. Alright, a game 3 here of round number 2 versus the green-white. I like the ramp, I like the color fixing, but that would definitely appear to be a mulligan. This one is quite a bit better. I guess I lose a Tarka. Very unlikely to hardcast this with only, what, 1 green source in my deck. I think it's just the Talisman. Oh, I guess I have Petal, too. But I think keeping the Seething Song makes more sense, right? Because we could potentially go, like, turn 3 Glory Bringer or something. Almost certainly not going to be dazing turn 1, although this is an island. But hopefully good odds that we just get to daze something on turn 2 here. that was Ragavan, I would have considered it. Right. Good news about Birds of Paradise is that because it doesn't have any power, if they just do another random creature, I can bounce the creature with Teferi, and then they can't pressure without something like a Hierarch. Okay, Talisman. Oh, really? Just a bunch of 1-mana plays? Boo. Well, they've ruined my days. We'll go ahead and just bounce the Student of Warfare. This is not good. This is, in fact, quite bad. Days looking a lot less good in this scenario, too. Oh, full 5. More. Palace Jailer. That's really bad. So even though they don't get to turn on a creature, or rather eat a creature, they do get to hold up the Monarch now and just start drawing extra cards. So yeah, I need to draw like Glorybringer here. Real bad. That ain't it. Wow, that is a lot of bad stuff. And I think our odds of winning this game are now quite low. I do not have a good way to turn on the Monarch or steal the Monarch. They get to kill the Teferi here, do whatever, and then also have an extra card at the end of the turn. Okay. Looking bleak. Karmic Guide back their Student of Warfare. All right, that's low power, but it is just extra pressure. It's the Monarch that's killing me right now. This Bitter Reunion, discarding Talisman. Do we want to oust something this turn? I don't think we oust anything yet. I mean, I assume if they're running out the Karmic Guide, they're going to pay for it. It's a 5-mana Student of Warfare. Didn't seem very interesting last turn. I was actually surprised they didn't hold the Karmic Guide for like Palace Jailer rebuy. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, maybe they just drew like Minsk and Vu to play out, but they can't fully level it this turn. They can get it to 6. So I don't take the double strike damage yet. So I'm going to take 5, go to 15. They get to draw more cards. I mean, we have outs. That's not good. Now they get to draw even more cards. Okay, I mean, here we go. So let's oust the stud. Land. Seething Song. Wheel of Fortune. There's the glory. Okay. And we even drew the pedal for it. So now we attack, exert, kill the jailer so they can't steal back the monarch without having a hasty card. Ah. I'm not going to say we're winning, but the game is much closer now. They didn't pay any extra life. I mean, they do have 8 cards in their hand. 8 mana, 7 cards now. We know one of them is actually the Student of Warfare since I tucked it. Deeproot Wayfinder. Did we see them with a Wasteland or Strip Mine? I don't think we did. Oh, there's the Minskin Boo. Alright, that can steal back the Monarch. Stupid sexy Minskin Boo. And Stud with 1 level up, probably. Oh, or the Inspector, sure. Yeah, we're behind. And that's not the card we were looking for. I can make 5 2/2s right now. I don't think that's quite good enough. Let's go Pyro. Wow. Holy crap. Well, now we might be dead because those were not what we were looking for, friends. My gosh. I needed to find like swords or something there. Alright, they did draw 1 card with the library. Playing out tap land. Okay. Am I dead? I'm very close to dead with the Minskin Boost sacrifice. In fact, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, they have exactly lethal right now. We'll see if they see it. Some kind of X spell? What is this? Green Sun Zenith or something? I have no idea. Oh, Nissa. Wait. Did they miss lethal? I think they missed lethal. They can make a token here. They can put me to 1. Yeah. We don't die. Okay. If they had leveled up the Student of Warfare, I think I was dead. So, 4, 5, 6. Go to 5. Are they going to now sack Boo and kill the Glory? And then we're going to kill him with 4th Irelingus. I think that might just be what happened here. They make a token. They sack Minsk and Boo, draw 4, kill Glory. Wow. Wow. Okay. Oh, whoops, they forgot to use Nissa. Oh, I guess I would have foffed into Mind Collapse and not actually died. Right. So they wouldn't have won. In fact, had I foffed in response to the Minsk activation, we would have just killed them with the Glorybringer too, but no big deal. We've got the win here either way. Phew! Clutching victory from the jaws of defeat. I don't think there's anything they can have here with their mana. There's our lovely Winds of Abandoned Friend as well. I would like 6 2/2s with haste, please. Woo! All right, we salvaged at least 1 win. Let's get that second one. And here's a third and final round of this Vintage Cube draft. How we looking? Pretty good. Okay. We've got some potential here. Do I want to Enlighten Tutor? Turn 1. Wish I had another piece of fast mana as a cheap one, but we might just be casting 4th Irelingus on turn 2 here and just starting the Monarch, depending on what they lead off. Blooming Marsh. Uh-oh. Okay, wait. Sylvan Library is not too bad. I think we do it. You take 2, I become the Monarch. Let's get it rolling. What's more fair, their jet or my pedal? Womp womp. Hey, turn 2 Monarch. It's a hell of a thing. It's a hell of a drug. What a weird hand I have. Oh, they paid at least 4. Okay. Drew 1 extra card. Grist. That's fine. I think I'm just going to pass here. Now, if they play a different creature, what they can do is sack the new creature that they play. And then attack with the insect token. But that's not too bad. Let's see, what else can I grab? Sneak attack. More talismans. Don't think we're grabbing anything. Oh, they're playing 4 colors. They discarded a... Oh no, they didn't discard a prime time. Wait. No, that was milled with Grist the first turn, right? Okay. That's a lot of manas. Scarab God. Alright, that's not too bad, actually. That means they don't plan on stealing the Monarch back this turn. We don't need to tutor for anything yet. Well, that makes that easy, I suppose. So we're gonna go land, pass. Draw for Monarch. Factor Fiction here is going to be pretty darn good. Oh, they didn't use their Scarab God on upkeep for Primeval Titan either. Alright, now they're going to use the minus. Okay, that takes care of my knight. I'm going to take 6. They're going to get the Monarch. That's fine. Oh, wait, why didn't I shock myself? Whoops. Or I should have played the untap land. For some reason, I thought I could FOF plus... FOF plus Enlightened Tutor, but looks like it might not matter here. Okay, we hit some goodies. There is also a world where I can tutor for Breach, and then, like, Seething Song, Irelingus for the win. Remember, they can get Primeval Titan from their graveyard with the Scarab God. Yo, wow. Okay. Draw 4, I don't mind. They really didn't want me getting that Teferi. We drew the breach. Does this win? I only have 4 cards in my graveyard right now. This would be 5. Tutor could be 6. Oust 7. So I think I'm going to start with Oust on Scarab God. Wait for them to now do their prime time from graveyard. Yeah. This isn't a win, though. This isn't a win because Delighted Halfling has... Oh, wait, no, of course it's a win. I don't even know what I'm talking about. I don't want to miss lethal again. All right. Go like this. Seething Song. Sneak Attack. Frost Titan enters and taps something, and then attacks and taps something, so... Easy mode. There we go. Found the line. Found the line because Frost Titan double taps. I wanted to get super cute there. Thought about doing the old Underworld Breach nonsense again. I should like, if this deck had LED, the Brain Freeze and Underworld Breach makes a lot more sense, or even just having like a frantic search, but the Brain Freeze Breach has just not been good here. That's fine. We're going to make it work. We're going to run it back as it is. Maybe we can get it off one time. All right, on to the next game in this final round. I guess we do have the Wheel of Fortune, which is insane with Breach. Ooh, man, these hands are stinkers. Sure. Opponent also mulligan down to 6. No! Cheaty cards. That's right, they had Jet and Diamond, didn't they? Turn 1 Sylvan. Turn 1 Kinnan. Oh! Kinnan goes infinite with some of the cards in this cube. Oh, that's probably worth ousting turn 1 then. I think Zerda goes infinite with more, but Kinnan does go pretty ham. I don't think Archon of Cruelty was exactly what we were looking for here. All right, only 1 card left. I'm going to go Pyro, and I'm going to discard the Wheel and Talisman, because I don't want to wheel them, and if we just rip Sneak Attack with our Archon of Cruelty, it's basically over. They have 6 mana available for Kinnan activation. I guess another reason is if they have Scarab God, we don't want to have Archon in the graveyard. Woof! Pretty happy I didn't put that in there then. Oh, God. Yeah, we're going to need to find that sneak attack fast, because this draw has turned into something sketchy. If they draw a land, they can activate Kinnan. But I'm guessing them drawing a land is probably better than them drawing... Well, I mean, they could draw, like... I don't even know. That's not a good sign. Hellbent off the top, Primeval Titan. Well, if they can draw Primeval Titan, then I can draw Sneak Attack, right? That's only fair. Wow, what a rip. Bazaar of Baghdad. Oh, they've got a little bit more graveyard shenanigans going on than anticipated. Three 2/2s. I guess you gotta do what you gotta do. This does not turn on Monarch because I'm not attacking. Remember, with 4th, you have to deal combat damage to a player that turn to become the Monarch, so... Alright, this looks like a Kinnan spin. And they found a Ledger Shredder. That is also not the worst case scenario. Don't know why they played that land out when they have Bazaar and Shredder, but I'm okay with that. I guess maybe they wanted more towards Scarab God activations. Yeah, actually, wait, no. They have Primeval Titan attacking. Okay, they should have held that land. It ain't sneak attack, but it's a start. I think I'm going to start by tapping the Scarab God. They can trade with Kinnan and bring back the Kinnan, but I think they'd rather not and just spin again, right? And then I can tap the Prime Time next turn. Yo, they can Imperial Seal into Kinnan activation. That's pretty juicy. Maybe. Oh, they could also Bazaar into Scarab. Well, no, I guess it would make more sense to Kinnan here if they're going to get a creature. We've had some weird matches, man. Alright, looks like it's going to be a Kinnan spin. Ashen Rider, that's a good one. Alright, I need to rip something good off the top. Oh, that's actually a little bit of a non-combo. A non-bow. Right, Ashen Rider exiles, so no value there for the prime time. Alright, I go to 6. That is not sneak attack. Alright. Well, once again, let's cut the freeze, let's cut the breach, let's bring in Ulamog, and I guess a Tarka. No, Glorybringer over... Actually, over Blightsteel, it seems better. Game 3. This should be a match that's not bad for us. The opponent's deck doesn't seem that cohesive, although I shouldn't be one to talk. It's not like my deck is super streamlined or anything, but I guess I'm going to lead with Rogrin Triome here. Alright, Preordain. Find me the business. Oh, man. Okay. That's business. Preordain. Oh, yeah, we definitely want to ferry. Actually, I should have shocked myself there and then grabbed sneak attack, shouldn't I? Because I'm going to tap out for Teferi and I don't want to use Petal for it. Nothing? Oh, are we going to get a naked Teferi here? That's great. It's also a good draw. Yeah, pretty bad mistake on my part not to have tutored for sneak attack on that other turn. Because now I can't sneak attack Archon this turn like I should be able to. Okay, fair enough. Hmm. Man, I am making bad plays and then getting punished severely, because now I cannot tutor for sneak attack and play it and activate it in the same turn. Holy smokes. Ah, this is just kind of unfortunate. Sheesh. Oh, man, I'm getting so punished. I think I just draw for turn. I mean, the good news is the opponent's not doing anything over there. Wow. So punished, man. Can't find a land now after... Woo! Well, this is all deserved. So yeah. I punted on turn 2 by not playing the land untapped. I mean, it's not like... The thing is, they didn't even have it... Like, sneaking in Archon wasn't even amazing because they didn't have anything on the board for them to sacrifice, be it a creature or planeswalker. Titan of Industry has been put in the graveyard. Okay. Well, I'm assuming here they're simply going to make a 5/5 and put a shield counter on it. Or whatever, make a 4/4. I don't think it makes... I mean, they could. They could definitely blow up something, but... I think they play it safe, right? Wow, they did, dude. I'm sad, and I'm mad, and I'm bad. I'm not dazing that. Eh. They're playing out their lands for some reason. 2, 4, 6, 7. Oh, you know what? They can just hard cast their... Oh my god, they can just hard cast their... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, they can just hard cast their goddamn Titan next turn. That's funny. I guess maybe I should have ousted that, but I took extra damage by doing it the other way. All right, let's just draw for turn again. Oh wait, I have days for it next turn. What, man, I am smoking some good crack. Whatever. I don't even want to exert here. We don't need to. We're gonna attack them for 4. I don't care if they hit me for 8, whatever, 4. Back. They're gonna play their Titan. I'm gonna daze it, and then we can enlighten. Okay, yeah. This is all fine. I'm just going crazy. So I'm gonna hit him down to 3 and draw 2 cards. Is what's gonna happen here. This is why I didn't exert, because the Archon was just going to make him sack it anyways. All right. Once again, I won the game because I played perfectly, and I think we can all agree to that fact. This was a janky deck. It wasn't very good. I should be happy with the 2-in-1. I wish the Breach plus Brain Freeze did something more than bait me into making mistakes, but hopefully, at the very least, you saw the power of 4th Irelingus. We'll see you back tomorrow. Thanks for watching.